Hey guys, this is Abhishek Abhar from Triathlon Made Easy, and today we are going to talk about the clipless pedal system and cycling shoes. But before that, please like and subscribe to the channel. So there are three components of the pedal-based system. The first is the pedals themselves, the cleats, and lastly the shoe. Now with the model system, the cleat gets attached to the shoe using bolts, and the shoe then gets attached or gets clipped in to the pedal. For this system to work well, the pedal should be compatible to the cleat and the cleat should be compatible to the shoe. If any one of them does not match with each other, this pedal system will not work. Now let's talk about them one by one. Let's start with the pedals. Now, these are the basic cycling pedals which you will find in almost every bike, and you can only push the pedal down, you cannot pull it up. The next type of pedal is called the pedal with the toe clips. Now some of you may have ridden this pedal. So what you basically do is you put your leg inside, you tighten the strap, and then you keep on pedaling. Now the problem with this pedal is that once you tighten the strap, to make it effective you need to tighten the strap, and once the strap is tightened, it becomes very difficult to actually put your legs out of the pedal. So to overcome all this, let me present to you the modern pedal, which is called the clipless pedal. Now it's called a clipless pedal because it doesn't have the toe clip of its predecessor. And today all our discussion will be based on the modern road cycling pedal. So now there are multiple types of road pedals in the market. We can classify that into Shimano or the Lucchio ones. Now these ones are the Lucchio type ones. I have one more pedals with me. These are the Velgo pedals. And nowadays you'll find even you get power meter pedals as well. These are the ones, this is the power meter which I use. So there's one important feature of the pedals. You can adjust how tightly the pedal is holding the cleat, and that adjustment is called the tension adjustment. Now if you notice here closely, most of these pedals will have a pedal tension marker. My power meter has it over here, the other pedals have it over here, and this one has it over here. So if you're, let's say if you're very new to, if this is your first ride on the system, what I'd recommend is that you keep your pedal tension as low as possible. And as and when you get confident, as and when you feel maybe now is the time and you need to do a lot of harder workouts, you can keep the tension even higher. Now let's talk about cleats. Now cleats come with a different degree of float. Float is basically a measure of how much side to side movement a pedal allows you. So there are cleats which have 0-degree float, and there are cleats which have as much as 12-degree float. Now if this is your first purchase, if you're going and buying the pedals for the first time, you're doing your first ride, I'll recommend getting a float as high as possible. So there are some cleats which provide a float of 12%, and Shimano has an interesting concept. They have cleats in red, yellow and blue. The yellow one, to my mind, has 6-degree float. The red one has 0-degree float, and the blue one has around 2-degree float. So I definitely recommend you to start out with the yellow degree float so that you're comfortable and you're able to move your leg and you can stay away from injuries. Let's talk about cycling shoes. Now, cycling shoes are different from your running shoes. The first difference and the most obvious difference is the sole. You'll find this is a normal running shoe, and you will find that the sole can flex a lot. That means it can bend. Now, compare this with your road cycling shoe, where the sole is not flexible, and this helps you to transfer all the power from your legs to the pedal and prevents your feet from getting tired. And there are two types of cycling shoes. One is, these are the road shoes. I don't have the MTB shoes with me, but I'll give you a simple hint. Any shoe which is flat, which has a flat sole, is a road cycling shoe, and it will have 3 holes over here. Any shoe which has a lot of groovings and an inbuilt cleat system is an MTB shoes. They come in a variety of materials. For example, this one is a nylon and a rubber sole. So it's heavy, but it's quite stiff as well. Whereas this one is a carbon sole shoe, so it is very stiff and it's very light. So if you're planning to go for your very first road shoe, I recommend you go for the entry level ones. You can get them. Let me post a few links of these in the comment section. And if you're buying your first ever cycling shoes, I recommend that you don't buy it online. You go to the store and you check them out, you wear them yourself just to see if they fit. And I did a mistake last year, 2 years ago rather. I absolutely liked these shoes. I bought them online. I wore them a few times, and then I realized that these are too tight. These are too narrow for my feet. Now, this is something I could have never understood online. And compared to this, these are the shoes I bought from a store, and I was able to identify them, wear them out, check them out, and only once I felt comfortable, I bought them. So if you are planning to invest in your first ever shoes, don't buy them online. You can very well buy the pedal online. You can buy the cleat as well online. But for the shoe, I recommend you visit your nearest cycling store. So to summarize, when you go to purchase your first clipless pedals, set the pedal tension to as low as possible and choose a cleat which is compatible to the pedal, as well as the one which gives you the highest float. And when it comes to shoes, I recommend that you buy them offline, go to your nearest cycle store and wear the shoes before you buy them. In the next video, I will cover how and rather why you should use cycling shoes instead of your normal shoes. Hope you guys liked the video and found some value from it. If you did, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. That's it from my side. This is Abhishek Bhatt signing off. Keep running, keep cycling, keep swimming, and most importantly, keep trying.